Alright, we're at 468, I think? Is that right? We lost the Glalie. Now we have a Dugong. Oh, there's an OG mon we haven't seen in a while. And he's it's kinda bad. But against a Trico? Whoa, hustle. Increase attack stat by 50%, decrease accuracy of physical moves by 20%. Okay. It's actually interesting. That means we could stomp and it would still do decent damage. Hustle is interesting, but accuracy is what? Is he gonna? Is he actually gonna? I've never seen that in my life. How did we lose to Trico? 469. 69, nice. That was a tragic fight, that last one. What do we got against the Ninetales? Primate? Actually, I'm a big fan of Primate. Or Primate. I'm a fan. I feel like in the original anime, he was one of the most endearing Pokemon. Always fought for the love of the fight. I can't remember if he ever cared for his trainer, but he was a good guy. A really cool, fun guy. Alright, extreme speed. We're just gonna extreme speed all the way and just kind of pray for a win here. Man, oh man. That's interesting. String shot and then we got speed boost to counteract that. Let's go Dizzy Punch. If we can cause confusion, I think that will increases our chance of getting out. I hope he only knows string shots. That would be wild. I'm pretty sure you have to have an attack move. I don't think you can ever have a mon with no attack moves. I've never seen one at the very least. Why did I Dizzy Punch? That was a waste of a turn. Okay, we might actually get out. And in some weird kind of way. All because this Ninetales refused to use any move except String Shot. Weird. But I'll take it. I'll take it. You want to hand me the win? I shall take the win. It even finished itself off. How kind. Hyper Beam. I mean, we can't use Milk Drink, so I'll take Hyper Beam. Level 8? Can it reach 9? Ooh, close. I definitely don't want this Primate though. It's kind of like not really good at any particular useful stat. It's neither strong in physical attack or special attack. It's the only stat that really like stands out and matters and does anything is its physical defense. But defense doesn't win Kaizo, unfortunately. Even though it's got a okay moveset. We still have to find a pivot. Hopefully we find one quick. Like pivot hunting like always takes like half an hour. Golem. Oh my goodness. I got like, well, while we try to pivot hunt, I got like one more little small story from my vacation. Just a small one. Does anybody get seasick? Or maybe even car sick? I mean, the car sick it's not relevant to my story, but just any kind of motion sickness. I personally don't have any. The closest thing I've ever had like to motion sickness was this Alakazam could be worth pivoting to. Yeah. So the closest I've ever been to motion sickness was when I got COVID. I would walk up the stairs, and by the time I reached the top, I'm dizzy, like so dizzy I could almost topple over. That's as close as any kind of motion sickness I've ever gotten. But when you're on a cruise, I don't know how common it is, but people do get seasick. The thing that I'm told about is the bigger the boat, the less likely you are to get seasick. I don't know how true that is. So then that's one solution to seasick, is just always go on the biggest boat. But the bigger the cruise, the more expensive it is, right? So that's not always a financially sound decision to make. The second solution, I think, that I was told about is you could get some sort of medication over the counter. You don't have to get a prescription, I think, to take this medication, and it's supposed to help you with seasickness. And the third one, which is where the story really comes in. So our waiter at the dining room every night, he's the same guy. So he was talking to us about like how he's got started working for a cruise line. So he started telling us like, yeah, it was really tough at first because he got seasick. And he worked on a small boat. And when you like work for a cruise line, you don't really get to choose which boat you get to work on. It's kind of dictated by the cruise line. So there's really nothing he could have done to like reduce the likelihood of him getting seasick. So what then ended up happening was he took, I don't know if this was a smart choice by him or like he thought, yeah, if I was drunk, there's no way I could feel seasickness. Like, I don't know if that's genius or not. So he told us that for basically 3 months straight, he was drunk every day during work. And by the time like the 3 months was over, I don't know what possessed him to stop drinking, but thankfully he did. He said, you know, he no longer got seasickness. I think he at some point during his drunkenness, he did get sick a couple times, but he had like nice coworkers and they let him rest when he needed to, so it wasn't an issue. But that is how you overcome seasickness. Now, as long as you're not the driver of the boat, I think that's fine. And I highly do not recommend getting drunk to overcome car sickness. Especially, you should definitely 100% do not drive. We are not getting very lucky with the Alakazam, so we're gonna spend some time in some other patches of grass and maybe find a pivot there. Shedinja? That's an interesting proposition. Shedinja has 1 HP, but he has almost, or not almost, but he has very little weaknesses. So you're kind of like rolling the dice, praying you don't encounter any mon that can kill you. Otherwise, you're guaranteed death. Which means we're not taking Shedinja. That's what that means. So far, nothing good. Nothing good here. Let's quickly check out the forest patches. And then we'll see if we end up having to go back for that Alakazam. Noctowl, eh? I feel like I haven't seen this guy in like any of my Kaizo runs. Shiny Noctowl would be cool. I don't think I've ever ran any shiny mons in my Kaizo run. Kakuna. Still just Alakazam. Yep. Bum bum bum. Does anybody remember what what the evolution I actually don't know. Does Primate evolve? I feel like I've seen a mon that looks like a Primate, but I can't remember what it's called. And I keep thinking Infernape, but that's not the right monkey. I can't remember. Show me the other mons, please. We have to pivot. Now that we've got 3 heals, which is a lot, like we cannot waste this run. One really interesting thing that 100% we're not doing is catching a level 9 or 8 even Kakuna and then trying to evolve it. That is 100% not what we should do. Curlia. Level 30 to evolve into Gardevoir. It's kind of far away. Still haven't found a pivot. Looks like we're going back for Alakazam. I don't want to go try to hunt it. What are the other 2 mons here, man? Show up. Let me see your faces. My god. My goodness. Oh. A level 8 Minun. Wait, hold on. That's kind of wild. It's got pretty good BST, dude. I thought Plusle and Minun were weak. But 400 BST is kind of pretty. It's not bad. We can catch it and see what what kind of stats it's got. No items. Whoa! Woo! What a interesting glass cannon. Okay. It's a special attacker mainly. It's got pretty weak defense, but it's got good speed. It's got some questionable moves like explosion. It is not a great mon, but it's fast. Interesting. Okay, I think we go find Alakazam.
One eternity later.
Oh my god. I got one chance. Oh, finally. I feel like I've been here for over half an hour already. Alright. Will you be the one? It's got more HP. It's kinda bad. It's kinda bad, not gonna lie. Got zinc though. Special defense. It's already high enough, bro. Okay, static. Yeah. Okay, so then we only have one patch of grass left. Do I really want to search another patch of grass, or do I just want to run this? The thing that sucks about this is we better not encounter any mons that we can't like defeat. Okay. It's kind of like this Alakazam is so weird. So hard to do good enough due diligence. I'm itching to send it. Itching. Level 16 for its first move. That means we're only gonna get one new move before we hit Brock. Alright, Alakazam. Spent half an hour looking for you. You better be good enough. Ancient power. Holy crap, that did nothing. Why is it so weak? Crit! That's a crit. I guess we Poison Tail. Save some ancient power PP. We might have to heal even. It's tragic. Wow, we got 2 levels out of that? That's crazy. What does roleplay do again? Oh, okay. It's kind of not helpful for you. Two levels again? Thank you. I need it. Okay, well, that was lucky. How freaking special defense is like double my attack almost. All I can say is we need to learn a good move. Snatch. I don't think that does anything for you. Rock Tomb, I guess? Perish Song. I think I'm dead. Solar Beam. Yeah, kill me with Solar Beam. I don't want to die to a Perish Song. That is so unfortunate, to be honest. Yep. I don't think eliminating your... Wait, hold on. Does withdrawing your Mon... Am I dead still? Oh, okay, bye-bye. I spent all that time looking for Alakazam, and it died to Perish Song. Sucks. See you in the next episode.
Back to the lab again.